All right. Welcome back to Neverland Classic. And after a really close game between Anteaters Forever and Cal Quad Ball, we have the same Anteaters Forever playing the local Lost Boys. I've got Gabe Garcia here. What do you think of these two teams, Gabe?
These seem to be the top two teams. I believe they're both undefeated. And so this will determine bracket play, but I presume they will probably be playing themselves again, leaving Cal and Bay Area Breakers to play each other for third and fourth place. So pretty cool preview. We'll see how both teams feel about this, knowing that they're probably going to be playing against each other for the first and second bracket. However, I'm kind of excited to see Anteaters beater pair, led by Kobe Kendall, as well as their keeper, Kai Kendall. And then I'd like to see how Lost Boys quad ball players can play against Anteaters.
So on the starting line, we have Kobe Kendall and Kai Kendall. And here we have Christian Krager and Jake Malloy on the bludgers. Here is Kai Kendall, Kobe beating Krager. Here's Kai Kendall. Offensive threat here, keeper using the reset. Making sure not to step back into keeper zone, as is the new rule. A reset into the keeper zone after forward progress is illegal. Kendall aware of this.
Anteaters struggled last game to get more of a setup offense done successfully and efficiently, so I'm curious to see how they're going to play against Anteaters. Their bread and butter last game was going to be the fast breaks. I'm not entirely sure if Lost Boys will give up many opportunities.
Oh, Krager, a great beat there on Kai Kendall, taking the biggest threat on Anteaters Forever out of the game. Here's Chris Cito, full head of steam. Kendall there on him though. Oh, and the kick.
Oh, that's a double kick.
Shea Hillinger trying to kick the quaffle out of there, but only hitting Kobe Kendall.
I don't think it was a double kick because it hit somebody twice, and then he does it again. It's like that YouTube video where the guy takes multiple shots as a goalie keeper by a soccer ball.
So this is a preview of what could be the championship match. The top two teams so far, Lost Boys and Anteaters Forever, goalless here after 2 possessions. Here's Kai Kendall. The mid-range for Anteaters Forever worked wonders for them against Cal. Let's see if they can replicate that here on this drive. Oh, Jake Malloy with the beat on Kobe Kendall. Daniel Ritchie, deflected there by Daniker, and Krager is trying to get control. Kendall right there on the beat.
The struggle continues for Anteaters. Their passes are just not connecting to their targets.
And we saw this a good number of times against Cal Quad Ball. There were some drives where the passes and dishes from Anteaters Forever and the mid-range shots were working so well, but likewise they were balanced with some passes that just went awry. So
an interesting to note right here, Chris Cito went to grab the ball that seemed to be in his possessions after the missed shot.
And it's turned over.
And it's turned over because he stepped out of bounds. So Anteaters are able to inbound it.
So it's all near mid. Kai Kendall dodges Jake Malloy's beat. Kendall. Oh, Cito takes him down. It is Cito and Shea Hillinger.
If he can hold him down for 10 seconds, it's a turnover. Although Kobe
is right there, but Cito's in keeper zone. So Chris Cito and Shea Hillinger taking down Kai Kendall. And Kendall does not go down easy. That is a huge stop on defense for Chris Cito and Lost Boys.
He hit a brick wall of those two that really got a good stop.
It is very hard to bring down Kai Kendall, U.S. National Team Developmental Academy. Very talented with the quad ball in his hands. But Shea Hillinger and Chris Cito standing up to the task there on the stop.
I definitely have an answer to your original question. It's going to be, can Anteaters finish?
Hillinger shifty behind hoops. Kendall misses the beat. Hillinger can't get it to go. Ritchie on the rebound. Oh, and there's only one dodgeball back for Lost Boys in the hands of Christian Krager. So Shea Hillinger really hassled, really harassed behind hoops by 2 beaters and a chaser in his face, unable to finish through traffic there.
It's similar to the last game in the sense that I feel like there's so much action and fast-paced play with such good close goals, but it's 0-0. no one has been able to score a goal.
And it's really due to these really stalwart attempts on defense, like we saw with Chris Cito and Shea Hillinger, as well as that collective stop from Anteaters Forever on Shea Hillinger on the other end. So a lot of great defensive plays here in the early going. Here is Bortner and Kendall with control. Kai Kendall at keeper, trying to make something happen here. Jake Malloy is trying to do something on his own, but mid-range there from Kai Kendall. Clinical there.
And with that being said, when we said there's such a fast play style that you knew something was going to go in soon, it couldn't have been 0-0 for much longer.
And it's really the mid-range there from Anteaters Forever. The amount of options that they have with the pass and with the mid-range shot is really unmatched. So
this tournament, you're seeing them
beat there.
score from setup offenses, fast breaks, mid-range.
Kendall beats out Ortiz too. Oh, and Borner is there to clean up Hillinger. So beater play. Ryan Smythe behind hoops. Ryan Smythe is clear. Oh, and a trade with Kobe Kendall. But
Anteaters should be able to take
the beaters from Anteaters Forever absolutely annihilating that drive from Lost Boys. Cito beat by Kendall. Ortiz beat by Kendall. Hillinger beat by Bortner. Anteaters Forever beater play showing up there to stop Lost Boys in their tracks. 1-0 to Anteaters Forever here. Long pass to Richie No over his head.
Shannon, your memory is insane. Can you please do my chemistry homework?
I'll need you to teach me some things, Mr. Garcia. So here we are with, after the errant pass, Chris Cito back in possession. How big is Chris Cito for this offense, Gabe?
Chris Cito is very important to this offense. Similar to what we're seeing with Kai, Chris Cito has a wide range of able to make scores. He can hit you with the mid-range. He can drive like he's doing. He's normally a very good disher. That's the one thing Lost Boys do very often. Oh, Chris Cito with the hit.
There's a scrum. Kai Kendall
Kendall's able
with
to.
no one around.
And even when we talk about someone else, we bring up Kai because of another great score. Before the Lost Boys, they do a really good job at passing before beat and getting it out of the hands. They really do a good job at helping out their beaters in the sense to create chaos among the opposing team's beaters. We'll have to see if they're able to do that. Now, the one thing the Anteaters do very well is they press up on their beaters, kind of nullifying that at moments and making you pass behind. It really forces your hand and not able to be comfortable.
Oh, Krieger trying to make a play on Mikey Sogstad. Ortiz to Hillinger. Hillinger, no, off the rim. Recovered by Kai Kendall. Kendall only with Cito in his way. Can he find Richie?
Able to look and can he stop
Oh,
this?
Ryan Smythe, the only beater back, beats Kendall, but I don't know if that was after
going to be that was definitely not natural motion. So if they're calling Kai beat, it would be a turnover.
It would be a turnover, yes, and it's being turned over to Tyler Ortiz. But Ryan Smythe there, a huge stop.
So Chris Cito took a pretty big tackle trying to stop that play, and so we're gonna see him come off the field. Unfortunately, we do hope that Chris is okay.
He is very important. We just talked about how important Chris Cito was to this offense, honestly, to this whole Lost Boys quad ball line. So let's hope he's okay, as he does walk off the pitch under his own power, which is great to see.
When we were talking about Anteaters defense making opposing offenses uncomfortable, you have to mention that Krieger is very good at making opposing defenses uncomfortable.
Oh, for sure. Certainly.
The pressure that they were able to build right now in that previous drive shows that. And once again, Kobe making
another. Oh no, but Kobe misses the beat on Steve DeCarlos. But Mikey Sogstad is back there to help out.
And what an amazing turnover. I thought Lost Boys keeper was clear, but the ref saw.
So William Lewis Kendall inhaling that missed shot there.
He's wearing a jersey that's not his, and we can't seem to find his name.
I believe it's number 35 now. It's on him? That is Oh, okay.
We weren't able to find out who it is.
The number 35 on a block there from Germán Barrios. And Kobe Kendall is really bossing play here on the beater game as Anteaters Forever retain control with Kendall and Sogstad.
He truly is a force to be reckoned with. The amount of times he can just dominate ledger play happens so often. It's now up to, once again, can the quad ball players finish in those moments? It is still only Lost Boys 20 and, Anteaters 20, Lost Boys.
Oh, Smythe dodges, Kendall. Oh, but Kendall catches
it.
Oh no, Kendall catches Smythe's attempt at a beat there. Smythe with a great dodge, but Kendall never giving up on the play. Sogstad trying a long beat on Ortiz, does not go. Ortiz to Barrios. Barrios goal!
Score. Creating chaos, making the defense uncomfortable, despite Kendall having a great play. Kendall comes off. We'll see how, and Kai.
So
We have
both
a whole new
Kendalls
lineup.
off. So both Kendalls off. And despite the absolutely amazing play there from Kobe Kendall on the catch, Lost Boys able to finish at hoops.
We should be now noting Ryan Smythe's going against Anteaters beater player
Jacob
number
Lynn.
0.
Jacob Lynn, yes. Jacob
A
Lynn,
totally
very physical.
A totally different, beater going against each other, as well as number 13, Ortiz on the Lost Boys. He is quick, and he can make a score very quickly. Is Tyler, if I'm correct? Yes, Tyler Ortiz.
Yes. Here is Jackson Scholes, head coach of Anteaters. Long pass behind hoops.
Something we saw last
No,
game
only
was
finds
Joe
Barrios.
Robles being able to power his way through. He tried his way at a midway, and the Lost Boys keeper was able to take it away.
Oh, and there's a foul. Very interesting. There's a foul call here.
Interesting. Both teams might struggle with the long passes. As you can tell, both teams have tall keepers. Those are what's needed when stopping a long-range shot. But in the same token, they also have some big boys, so driving will definitely be an issue.
So there's I don't know what the foul here could have been, Gabe. I'm not really sure. It seemed like a relatively normal resumption of play following the turnover. But
yeah, we're going to have to see after the refs make their decision, but I could not tell you to save my life.
yeah, that was very interesting.
Was a beat without releasing the ball.
I see, yes.
It most likely will be beat play.
Questions for the commentators to answer.
Sure, you can, go for it. We have Jed Obert here, new Cal player, and certainly a very welcome addition to the Cal squad. We've got Maeve Lawson, your Cal captain, and the rest of us in the booth here. And there's going to be a yellow card.
Interesting. Oh, on the keeper, that is
on
Joe
Robles.
I mentioned him earlier. You're going to watch out for him because he is a force. He's a wrecking ball when he comes down.
He'd been called beat and then got back on broom and they contact.
I see. So Robles went back on broom and resumed play. So
it is
that is a
unfair
card.
because a wizard, when they're falling off broom, initial reaction is to get back on. You do not want to fall to the ground by hundreds of feet. So I can't blame Robles for trying to get back on broom.
Certainly no. That's, very reasonable course of action they're taking by Robles. Here is Barrios. Lost Boys down by 1 goal. 2-1 here in the early going. A lot of defensive stops. Very, very close game here. Very methodical by both teams. Jess Sang trying to make something happen here. Beating with Tommy Brown, her new partner. Brown attacking Sogstad. Sang still trying, now pressuring Lynn. Lynn wrestles the ball away from Sogstad. Barrios! No good!
No good! What a block!
But the play is still alive here. It's Steve DiCarlo.
You're going to see Lindsay stand by small hoop, but she is beat. That is another vital part
Jacob
of Lost
Lynn,
Boys offense.
very aware to tap out the option at small hoop.
It was so close, but you're starting to see the Lost Boys try different things. We talked about the versatility. We talked about the different lineups. They're going to spread out the beaters. They're going to make Anteaters make decisions on who to cover with quick passes on hoops. Look for Lindsay cutting in. Amazing at doing it. Lost Boys has
Tommy
a bunch
Brown
of
is
quad ball
sneaking
players
around
that.
over here. Mikey Sogstad can't make the catch. Lynn.
Is it a shot?
Oh, the shot is good.
Good. What a shot.
It's
We've
Barrios
seen
that's.
multiple off
Oh,
the
but here's
upright
Jackson
tonight, but this is
Scholes.
the drive.
Oh,
It
it's
is
no good.
It is
It's
no
no good.
good.
It's off the rim of the middle hoop.
There
the
is
right
a penalty
rim.
called on the Lost Boys. You have to assume it's going to be on the drive.
Wow.
They're gonna call back contact if anything. That would the only thing I'm seeing is a push from behind.
So Jackson Scholes with a fast break, and I don't know if we saw contact there, but
There is a call to be made if there is one.
Yeah.
I would have to diverge to the refs to see what else. Who else
Yeah,
saw.
I
But I
think,
think still he had a good eye on it, and I would say I think it is a push from behind.
no, there is no call.
There's no call.
So Jackson Scholes' shot bounces off the right rim of the middle hoop and out.
I may have just broke this chair.
It's 20 all. So a big play there from Lost Boys. This knots the game at 2 goals apiece. So Herman Barrios with a shot that bounced inexorably into the middle hoop. That was a crazy shot that went in. And on the other end, Jackson Scholes.
That was a beat by for
Oh,
Tommy.
and here's Alex Russell. Russell, long pass.
Too much.
And it's
It's
going to be a reset.
It's gonna be a race.
Oh, but
It's
here
gonna be a
comes
race.
Joe Robles.
Oh,
DeCarlo
I did not
recovering.
see.
Oh, but it's in keeper zone. It's going to be an illegal reset.
Oh no, and there's no mano y mano.
It is DeCarlo and Barrios against the might of Joe Robles. The hoop goes down.
He's
Robles
able to maintain if he was to
puts
lose
it down.
footing.
So a long pass from Alex Russell rolled all the way back into the keeper zone, and because of the new rules on illegal resets, that would have constituted an illegal reset, and thus the turnover to Joe Robles, who beats Barrios, goes window shopping on some of the hoops, and finishes at the small hoop.
Hey, so no call here, right?
We will see. It could have potentially been a neck contact call. I'm not completely sure, but the goal is good. So no call on the play, and we will resume here with Anteaters Forever now grabbing the lead 30-20. So no call. Joe Robles' goal is good. And here we go again with Herman Barrios trying to even the score.
This seems eerily similar to the last game in the sense that there's so much action, and it is 30-20.
Here is Barrios with Sang, their beater partner Tommy Brown, off to Lindsey Simpson on the wing.
We're going to see a lot more movement from the Lost Boys to adjust to the tight defense of the Anteaters. You want to separate them. You
Sogstad
want
beating
them
out
to make
Sang.
decisions.
Simpson,
Lindsey,
yes!
What did I say? You're going to watch for her in the small hoops.
And here's a break potentially for Scholes.
But a missed pass.
Can't find Gina Allen there. Allen picks it up again though.
Oh, that is a hard hit.
So there's a lot of contact there behind hoops.
Was that behind?
No, I believe he
And
initiated
there's going to
contact
be
from
a
the front and then it was turned into.
And Lost Boys and Tommy Brown comes away with the ball here. So Sogstad attempted a beat on Brown, leaving Lindsey Simpson alone at the small hoop, and Lost Boys capitalizing on that.
Anteaters need to start connecting on their passes. It's the one area that they're struggling with is the setup defense.
It is 30-all here.
They can't continue to rely on chaos for their scores. Not against a disciplined Lost Boys.
Here is DeCarlo. Robles beat, Chang beat. Oh, behind him. Oh, Russell beat there by Mikey Sogstad. Huge stop there from Anteaters Forever. And the score is still tied here, 30-30. This could be and we mentioned this before, Gabe, this could be a preview of what could be the championship match here at Neverland Classic. The top two teams so far today, both undefeated, duking it out here in the penultimate game of pool play.
I think, and I made this claim last time, and I really believed it, that it's when a close game like this, the snitch is very important. And
Kendall,
both
no.
beaters need to put it on, but Kendall
here comes Kevin Tong, but that is stopped by Barrios. So almost a fortunate rebound there from Anteaters Forever, but Barrios right on hand to snuff that out.
Sally, can we get the game time? Even though it's only 30-30, I believe this game has been going on for a while now. If we're nearing end of game time at 20 minutes, they would have to start thinking about bludger control, because I'm telling you, the snitch will play a factor.
It's
13. They still have time.
13-12. It's DeCarlo here with Malloy to accompany him.
Maybe in a twilight zone
Ferrer
during this game.
is clear. Here is Vincent Woolsey, who dominated against Bay Area Breakers. He received DeCarlo now. Oh, and there's a lot of quad ball players beat out here.
Jake
for Lost
Malloy
Boys.
was able to pull a sneakaroo and go
Oh,
back
a long pass to Barrios does not work out.
But still able to maintain the
and
quava, but
Woolsey,
he runs right into a beater.
Ferrer
for Anteaters.
is there to tap out Woolsey. And Woolsey always so elusive, so shifty, and it's not an easy beat on him, even as a chaser. So Ferrer right there to clean that up. It's Brosen and Ferrer here with bludgers for Anteaters Forever. Kai Kendall dishes it off to Tong on the left wing. Let's see if Anteaters Forever can snatch the lead here. It is tied 30-30 here. Here's Kendall. Ferrer the pump fake.
Both teams
Chang unfazed. Kendall driving. Kendall good.
That was good. And I was just about to mention, both teams have been doing very good on offense or defense, but how they've been good on offense all tournament, you wonder when are they going to start clicking and putting points on the board.
McKinley's not playing. He's not playing.
It's 40-30. Anteaters Forever in front. Ferrer and Brosnan with control on defense. Brosnan clear. Malloy beat there by Brosnan. And Woolsey with the quad ball. Oh, the pump fake from Brosnan causing Krieger to drop the ball. Here is DeCarlo. Krieger still is motoring around behind the hoops. Deflected there, pulled in by Tong. And Anteaters Forever will recover as the quad ball now safely in the hands of keeper Kai Kendall. Oh, and it's Jake Malloy. The aggressiveness and the real physicality of the Lost Boys beaters, Krieger and Malloy. Let's see if that can make a difference here. Here is Kai Kendall now with Ferrer and Brosnan still retaining control. Krieger with the lone dodgeball back at hoops. Here is Kendall. Kendall. Pass over the top. Asher can't get there. So Kendall elected to pass there. Oh, and there's a scrum at midfield. Ferrer and Krieger fighting tooth and nail for the dodgeballs. Ferrer beats Malloy from the ground. Brosen's going to recover control. So Carl Ferrer really making things happen from the seat of his pants, getting the beat off on Jake Malloy and preserving control for the Anteaters.
I don't think Krieger has quit in his vocabulary. But
Certainly
awesome
not.
Play by Anteaters to gain control.
Oh, the huge beat there by Brosen on Malloy. No mercy whatsoever.
You're going to see Anteaters probably play a conservative game, especially going up against an aggressive Jake Malloy and an aggressive Krieger. We see a condensed defense all tournament.
Here is
It pretty much prevents the drive.
Jake Malloy going for it. Oh, Jake Malloy smartly tosses it
able
back.
to gain control. I would say that's the long-term
Oh, and there's a
goal,
scrum for the quad ball.
especially-
Here's Woolsey.
Well,
Oh, and there's going to be a foul. There is going to be a foul there. There's going to be a foul. Things getting heated here between these two top teams so far here at Neverland Classic. It's good competition, and we love to see it out here. And it's going to be a card on Robert Souders. It's going to be a card on Robert Souders for what I believe would be contact from behind. Oh, and there's two cards.
oh, wow. This is a huge disadvantage for the Anteaters.
There's two cards on the play. There's two cards on the play. Kai Kendall and Souders both out. Scarfoni going in on his own, and both are back in. Krieger beat by Ferrer. Ferrer is going to recover control here for AF.
Only one's in.
I mean, if there's no beater, then it makes sense. Or if there's one beater, but he's on the other side.
It's Doric who is going to recover control, sprinting all the way to the other side of the field. He's going to... And oh, yes.
What a great play. What a great play.
Doric Yuriar recovering control single-handedly for the Lost Boys. Here is Kai Kendall. Kobe Kendall and Amanda Bortner in. This is their top beater line for Anteaters Forever. Kendall and Bortner.
We also have a new beater pair for Anteaters with Kobe and
Amanda Bortner. Against, oh, Amanda Bortner going for it there. Can't get the tackle off, though. Doric beat by Kendall. This is going to create a no... Krieger now. Oh, Krieger is hustling all the way back. Going for control.
Oh.
Krieger. Oh, Kendall has the ball. Kendall has the ball, and he beats Woolsey. Here is Kai on the other side. Kobe hiding the bludger.
So shifty.
Kai.
Oh my goodness.
Breaking ankles. Kai Kendall.
Oh my goodness. And he points to us.
Wow! Kai Kendall, created there by Kobe Kendall, forcing a one bludger situation. His brother Kai right on hand for the fast break score. Anteaters forever, 50-40 up. Here is Tong trying to bring down Scarfone. No, Kendall, yes.
Beat. I believe, I thought I saw a ref have their hands up.
There are fast breaks left and right, up and down the field, contact everywhere. Kai Kendall heavily bringing down Sam Scarfone there. But that play from Anteaters Forever, created by Kobe Kendall, finished by Kai Kendall, that was really a great connection there. A team-wide effort led by the two brothers there on that goal, bringing Anteaters Forever back in front.
We've been seeing it all day, and a great play by Kobe. But Kai, I mean, how many juke moves have we seen?
And Scarfone, oh, it's good.
Wow.
It's good. Sam Scarfone. That
teams
went through on the restart. Immediate shot there and a good goal. It's all tied up, Gabe. It's all tied up.
I can't stress enough. We're gonna have to start maintaining bludger control going into snitch on pitch.
19 minutes.
It's
If
19
it's 19 minutes, that is your goal right now. I would give up a goal to maintain bludger control.
It is
That's gonna be it.
19 minutes. Kendall and Bortner holding control against Yurdiar and Krieger. Here is Robles, long past Richie. Richie behind hoops, Richie shot, good!
What a shot. It's now
It's a dream
60-50.
situation for Anteaters Forever, keeping control, getting the goal, up 60-50.
He didn't have to make a decision on whether to give up a goal or bludger control. They said, we'll keep both.
Por qué no los dos?
Here is Tyler Ortiz trying to answer before flag runner comes out. Here is Yurdiar. Oh, Kendall, the quick beat.
If I am correct in this, it's looking like no matter what, set score will be 120.
Here is
It will be.
Ortiz trying to get something done on the final drive before flag runner time. Kendall beat by Krieger. Ortiz
It's going to be
seeing
important.
it.
Can they
Cito.
gain bludger control before
No.
the stoppage of play? They cannot. And it's looking like Anteaters are in a perfect position to prevent Lost Boys Seeker from even touching the snitch. Our flag runner today is going to be Jaime. Can he hold off long enough to make this game interesting?
This game has been so tight. Both teams, huge defensive stops. Both teams with great beater play on both ends of the pitch.
Unless either teams go for a miraculous run after this stoppage, the snitch is going to be hugely important to either give a 45-point lead for Anteaters or getting a 25-point lead for Lost Boys, who didn't have the lead so far. They've been exchanging leads pretty much back and forth. I don't think anyone's held a lead for longer than a few minutes.
And this is still pool play, and these teams are likely going to be contending for the championship. If this pool play game between these two is this intense, I can't wait for what we're going to see in the championship match.
This is also a good point that you've mentioned that, because we've seen some pretty hard hits. Not saying egregious, but they're just valid. At what point do you protect the body?
They know that they're going to be facing each other again in a game with much higher stakes, but these teams are really going for it. They're going for this win right here and right now, without any regard for what might happen next. They want this win, and both teams are going to fight to the end to get it.
As much as you say logically, you need to take care of yourself, and but at the end of the day, we're all competitors. We're out here to win, right? There's one thing I can't stand is losing. Not that much I love winning, but I really hate losing.
But a really crucial development, Chris Cito, who went off with injury earlier on in the game, is now back in and looking nice and sprightly, ready for this snitch runner push.
Was that a sub? Was he always in?
Chris Cito subbed back in prior to
I don't
intermission.
think that's allowed, but
No, he subbed back in prior to intermission a couple drives before.
Thank you.
So Cito back in now, and he is going to be very instrumental in trying to solve this Anteaters Forever defense. Here is our flag runner, Jaime Alamán of Bay Area Breakers.
we do not want that.
In nationals, is it single elimination?
So upon restart, Krieger
was
So you play.
beat once, tag back in. The second time, didn't tag back in. Play after beat. So affected Krieger, so Krieger is back on.
I see. Is there a dodgeball turnover?
System for ranking, and then they rank you and see.
Is there?
No, because there's no one
Okay.
on to grab my dodgeball.
It happens the next day, and that's
Because 27 is beat. Or I don't know if he's actually 27, but short say 27.
And there will be a dodgeball turnover as apparently Kobe Kendall was beat once, tagged back in, but then beat a second time and did not tag in properly.
It was Kobe or Krieger?
I believe it was Kobe. So the turnover will be to Lost Boys beater. And it will be at center hoop, so Yurdiar can grab that as soon as he makes his way back to hoops. So Doric will have dodgeball control. So there is a dodgeball turnover, Kobe Kendall in the box, and that's going to be really big as Anteaters Forever, without their best beater, Krieger, beating Bortner. And Robles here with the quad ball, taking it up very slowly. And Kai Kendall, Gabe, how good is Kai Kendall at pulling the flag?
Going against Steve.
Kai's beat out.
But Steve DiCarlo now with an open look at Jaime Alamon. DiCarlo one-on-one, but Kendall lurking.
Who does he play for? Who does the snitch play
Oh,
for?
Alamon almost caught unawares there by Kendall. DiCarlo still fighting, still going for it.
Carlo needs to worry about facing the snitch.
Great beat by Amanda Bortner.
Steve almost rotated Jaime to be right there for Kendall.
Yeah.
That would have been a huge swing, and especially on that type of pull. But here's
Definitely
DiCarlo
less
again.
impressive as Spiros, but similarly tricky.
On the quad ball now, Cito.
Just focus. I'm out.
Kendall now back in at beater, facing off with Tommy Brown. Here's Cito rolling the ball to Ortiz behind hoops. Oh, Cito blocking the beat from Borner. Cito, oh, blocked by Robles. Cito denied. Robles recovers. Kendall beat by Tommy Brown. DiCarlo has had all the time on his own with Jaime Alamon.
And then
Kobe Kendall there promptly to clean him up. 60-50. Anteaters Forever holding a slim lead. Krieger catches
Krieger
Kobe
gets a
Kendall's
catch.
beat. Oh, Krieger beat by Kendall. Brown beating Sockstad. Brown beating, no, clear. Kendall clear. DiCarlo. No, DiCarlo so close.
Scarfoni's in now.
Scarfoni. Oh, Kendall, no.
And
Kendall
Kendall,
pulls.
He almost got. Almost.
We
Had one before.
So Kendall pulls the flag. So Kendall pulls the flag, but Tommy Brown is contesting that he did beat.
I definitely thought Kai would
Tommy-
beat as well. But
so Tommy Brown-
unfortunately, we do not wear the stripes. We only get to talk.
And there is a hand raised there on the sideline as Freddie Ramirez. So Tommy contesting that he did hit Kai Kendall before the pull. We will see what the referees decide here. But in that scrum, there were so many amazing beater plays there. Tommy Brown, Christian Krieger, Kobe Kendall, Mikey Sogstad, all doing everything they could to pressure the snitch, to keep control.
If I have an ear in, it's going to be no
The
good.
catch is no good.
Was beat before.
Tommy Brown beat before on the seeker. Kendall's catch nullified. Anteaters Forever distraught.
Really, what happened is Jaime definitely got bailed out because he gave two no-look looks for Kai.
Who plays the semi-pro dodgeball?
We're now requesting the flag runner make awkward contact to the
So, but
seekers.
here we go behind hoops. Daniel Ritchie, Cito bringing him to the ground.
And he's going to hold him down there.
And
That
Cito-
is an underrated play that
Oh,
most people
Kobe
don't do.
Kendall with no dodgeball, trying to fake out Christian Krieger. Oh, Sogstad catches. Sogstad catches Krieger's beat. Sogstad trying to beat Scarfoni. No. Scarfoni one-on-one. Oh, and Kendall pulls.
I'm 95% sure that hit the ground before.
But Alamon was falling. Scarfoni was falling. Kendall falling, coming up with the tail.
I think I pulled it and then Cassie chucked on the guy's head. That was
I
good.
don't know what the decision will be. The snitch was down as Alamon was falling over. So back-to-back nullified catches for Anteaters Forever. How big would a catch be here? Or the lack of a catch, honestly. These are two catches that could have been good, but I believe
So
rightly
close and
nullified.
They just keep getting nullified. I mean,
Kendall beating
about the
Brown.
importance of the
Trigger
snitch
throwing
catch.
back, keeping control for Lost Boys. Trigger beat by Kendall.
now Kai's going to be able to get
Kai,
a good look. He's already
one-on-one.
had two almost catches.
Oh.
But Jaime is down.
Oh, Tommy trading with Kendall. And a good goal here. Immediate on the restart to Robles. Driving his way down the field. Gina Allen, Cito wrapping her up and recovered by Lost Boys.
My eyes have been on this
So meanwhile,
black runner game.
the snitch ref falls down.
That was
Sam
definitely in frame.
Scarfone.
We definitely got that on video.
Sam Scarfone one-on-one with Alamon. Sogstad. Oh, beat.
Flag is down.
Jess catches the beat. Kendall beat by Brown.
Can any of
Lost
these
Boys
offenses
beaters.
take advantage of these no bludgers? All the bludgers have been spent on the snitch, the
Lost
flag runner.
Boys beaters are bossing snitch play. Sam Scarfone one-on-one.
What a good throw.
goal.
What a good goal by Lost Boys. It seems like they have the momentum and advantage, but Scarfone
Lost Boys now up by 1. Brown beating Lynn. Can Brown recover? Yes, Bortner on him. So new seeker in for Anteaters Forever.
I only have 2 eyes and 1 brain, and they're not enough to keep up with this game.
Brown,
It's a good
Lynn,
clear.
challenging. No.
But,
Okay.
both.
Everyone
both
is
seekers
tapped
is
out.
beat.
Okay,
We
the
can now look
score.
at waffle play.
The score is 70-60. Lost
pass.
Boys leading.
And a
Allen,
man
no.
for Cito. What a play! And now the Lost Boys C is down. Oh my goodness.
So a big block there by Chris Cito. And there is chaos happening on pitch.
Lost Boys seeker.
Will Lewis Kendall going for Jaime Alamon. Oh, so close. So close. Alamon wrestling Lewis. DiCarlo.
It hit the ground.
No.
How many more?
Anteaters Forever.
continues to
3
get bailed out.
flag pulls.
Snitch is on its
But
last
it's
wing.
not going to count, I don't think. As it may
Jaime
have
has
been
now
down.
had second win because in the beginning he gave multiple looks behind the backs, and now he's looking like a really good flag runner. But are we going to forget the mistakes that he's made?
So it's 70-60, Lost Boys leading, but the story of
know
this
him.
game after the flag runners come out has been the catches that have been nullified by Anteaters Forever.
That's on film, boy.
And yet
For
another,
legal purposes, that was a joke.
yet another nullified catch for Anteaters Forever.
Although we do give credit where credit is due, Jaime got a really good push on, I believe it was
Will,
Sam Scarfone. I mean, that was a power shot. The muscles on that man.
So meanwhile, on the quad ball, it's going to be Chris Cito trying to push this Lost Boys lead. This is the
I feel like
first
there's
time
3
Lost
or
Boys
4
have led
games in
today.
one game. I can't keep up.
This is the first time Lost Boys have
Oh!
led. Long pass to Hillinger.
And Jake gets the snipe. Not so much a snipe, but oh!
Oh, DiCarlo
May have
inches
been a
away.
grab, I don't know,
DiCarlo
but he's
inches
getting
away.
close at
DiCarlo
it.
continuing to push.
This is probably the most
Here is DiCarlo again.
I've seen.
How much longer can he do it?
Gets on the ground again.
Stitch is down. And the flag is down. Jaime Alamon is down on the field. And DiCarlo is promptly beat. Borner beat. Lynn beating Sang. Stitch is down. There is a scrum at midline as Kapongo is being wrapped up there by Cito. Dishes it off to Gina Allen. There's a beater scrum. Sockstad rushing for the dodgeball. Here's Kai Kendall again.
When Jaime has gone one-on-one.
Kai Kendall!
Oh my gosh! And Kai Kendall, what can he do? Third time is a charm. Third time is a charm.
There's no way that's not clean.
That was smooth.
Kai Kendall denied once, denied a second time.
You have to give props to flag runner Jaime because the amount of times he had
And
one-on-one
this
looks
time-
with somebody, he was able to stop them.
The catch is good. Kai
But
Kendall
Kai in the end,
denied once,
was
denied
able
a
to get some
second
rest.
time. Finally,
And that's for our flag runner.
pulls
the
the
problem
flag.
with flag running is seekers can rest. Flag runners cannot.
Flag runners are sick.
It's 95 to 70. Anteaters forever with a crucial pull. Here is Jackson Scholes trying to ice this game out for the Anteaters. Here is Allen. Allen back behind hoops. Steph Lutz hit by Cito.
Can we also point out, though, how Lost Boys were able to essentially minimize the damage of the snitch catch? We talked about it after the stoppage, that it would have been a 4-point advantage for Anteaters if they were to catch, and it is only 2. It is only 2. With Lost Boys being able to take advantage of the whole time that this flag runner was not being caught, they scored 2-0. And
This-
so, and
yeah.
now it is only essentially a 15-point advantage from stoppage. I mean,
So it's going to be Cito in the box.
a 25-point lead. You're correct.
So, yeah, Cito in the box. Lutz behind hoops. Shea Hillinger with the hit.
They're gonna hold them down once again.
Krieger there, tapping out everyone in range, and Lost Boys recover. So, and this is a very, very close game. 95 to 70. Anteaters forever ahead after Kai Kendall's good flag pull, and this game is still pool play. It's so hard to believe that this game isn't something like the championship, and these teams are likely to face each other again in the final round. But
I
here we
feel
are in
bad
pool
for
play.
that snitch runner, the flag runner.
Here is Krieger beating Lynn. Malloy gonna recover control. Here's Hillinger.
If you, once again, yeah, we're saying the score is 95 Anteaters and 70 Lost Boys.
Hillinger trying to find a lane.
The set score is
Daneker.
going to be 120.
Daneker to Hillinger again. Hillinger so shifty, so elusive. Let's see what he can do here. Will he take on the drive?
And despite how the standings are looking, I mean, that is a
Oh,
testament
Sockstead
to
right
how
there.
good Lost Boys and Anteaters, but all
Sensing
teams have
danger,
played each
Hillinger
game close.
dishes to Daneker. Daneker back to Hillinger. This passing from Lost Boys really throwing Anteaters forever for a loop. Cito now back in from the penalty box. Right there to receive the pass at midline. Cito
Jake Malloy was able
making
to
a
keep control.
play.
Oh,
No.
you barely missed Lindsay.
can't
That's a play they make
get
100 out of.
the
well,
pass
99
off
out
to
of 100.
Lindsey Simpson. Krieger pushing Mikey Sogstad away. But that is a play that Lost Boys have drawn up so many times and executed so many times. Just can't find the finish there as Chris Cito's pass just a bit too wide of Lindsey Simpson.
It's going to be very important to not give up momentum. We talked about how the snitch could have played a larger role if Lost Boys didn't minimize that momentum.
Kobe Kendall is out. In is Claire Brosen and Jacob Lynn. Malloy can't make the catch. Here is
Is it a block? Is it by Chris Cito?
it's
Defensively,
Chris Cito.
offensively, Lindsay is able to also assist in just holding that thing down.
It was Robert Souders on the shot, but I think it was Chris Cito with yet another defensive masterclass.
Offense, defense, and unfortunately, Robert is going to get a yellow.
Gotta wait for the call. Crazy block.
So Chris Cito on the defensive stop. Here is Woolsey.
I am not staying tonight. I have to drive back home tonight.
Princeton went in at keeper. Cito out for now.
Probably post
Oh, there's a scrum behind hoops as Lynn and Krieger are fighting for the dodgeball. Woolsey to win.
Oh, and they're able to create
When
chaos. Can
trying
they
to take on
advantage?
Kendall. The
It
shot
is no good,
no.
but there is an advantage. Oh, so it's
Asher
going to be
trying to fight with
I
Woolsey for
believe
the
it's going to be on
ball.
Anteaters. Okay. Yep. Should not advance that far, but we're going to continue. It's going to be turnover.
It's 95 to 70 here. A game that has been back and forth ever since the opening whistle.
Does that mean that Anteaters may be down 2 players? A very unfortunate turn of events, especially in this game. They do have a little bit of leeway being up 2 scores. Still something we saw last game. You don't want to give up any points when you're almost at the end of it. You never know when someone's going to go for a run.
So Robert Souter is already in the penalty box for Anteaters Forever. Let's see what happens here because
it doesn't seem okay. I thought reaching in the pockets for a card. Yes, there is a card, and it's going to be
it's a card on Jacob Lynn.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
I can't imagine this.
So Anteaters Forever down a chaser, down a beater.
This game continues to go in any way favor of the
They're
Lost Boys.
still
you have to wonder,
ahead.
Can Anteaters finish
with one dodgeball behind it in the hands of Claire Brosnan? Can Anna Daniker find the option? Princeton Wynn is going to crash.
You have
Daniker
to
to
take
win.
advantage of this. You cannot
Win.
give up.
Oh,
Cannot
there
give
should have
up.
been.
There it is.
It's good.
Tyler Ortiz.
And there was almost certainly net contact there.
I kind of
but
saw that as well.
It was the goal is good. Princeton Wynn, jersey ripped, shaking it off. So it's Tyler Ortiz on the good goal. Lost Boys now within 15, 95 to 80.
As a shorty, I do prefer the net contact because normally at times I can slip.
It's Richie.
underneath it.
Oh, Malloy misses. Richie
Oh,
takes
but
away
he
from
gets
Wynn.
beat, and that's play after.
Oh, and
That is
it
no
will be
good.
beat before. It will be beat before. Christian Krieger there on the stop. Richie was beat before. The goal will not count. 95 to 80. Woolsey
Oh,
trying
what
to
a
push the
clear
advantage.
by
Woolsey
Krieger.
with no dodgeballs. Ortiz Wynn
You have
taking on
to.
Richie.
You have to score here if you're Lost Boys.
Richie
You have
dancing.
to take
No,
advantage
it's
of it.
Wynn. That's
and
good.
It is 90 to 95. In
Princeton
all
Wynn.
purposes, it's basically tied up. I know there's a 5-point
And a
advantage.
timeout for Lost. It's a timeout for Anteaters Forever. Princeton Wynn noticing the power play for Lost Boys. Anteaters Forever down 2 players. Dancing, quick feet behind the hoops, finding the goal through the middle hoop. Princeton Wynn bringing Lost Boys back to within 5 points.
This is twice that Anteaters have allowed a team to stay within. And I just got to wonder, when can they complete a game?
I was like, check it out.
Lost Boys able to stay in this with their good defense and offense. Cressito's having an amazing clutch defensive performances. They're having really good passing on offense and great disruptions from their beaters. Can they keep it up?
The Lost Boys beaters have been absolutely amazing, holding up against a very formidable Anteaters Forever line, including Kobe Kendall, including Mikey Sogstad, Amanda Bortner, Jacob Lynn. Lost Boys beaters, their physicality, Gabe, their physicality is completely unmatched.
It is. You have to wonder, is Lost Boys going to start bringing out Kobe and Kai at this moment? I believe Kai's already in, but to combat the aggressiveness of the Lost Boys beaters and the physicality, you are
So
correct.
it's
Their defensive
95
stance.
to 90. And quad ball in the hands of Kai Kendall. And there's no one else that Anteaters Forever would rather have the quad ball in the hands of. It's their star keeper, Kai Kendall. Let's see what he does here. Over to Lewis.
I was trying to get coverage tomorrow.
Here is Lewis, accompanied by Brosen. Oh,
And he is
Jake Malloy the
beat.
beat. Kai Kendall kicking the ball around to try and recover. All the way over to Lutz. Lutz
And that's an
finding
easy
Woolsey
pick.
only. And Vincent Woolsey recovers.
He unfortunately read that like a Dr. Seuss book.
And it's Jake Malloy again with this aggression. It's the aggression from these Lost Boys beaters creating these openings.
They're forcing the shots that shouldn't be shots. It's essentially what it is. And that
Oh,
is
and
a beat by
Krieger is
Krieger.
causing
Krieger is
chaos there
he
behind
is.
hoops.
What is going
Krieger
on?
is-
It's a blender of Anteater players.
And there are no dodgeballs. Krieger
You
has
have
created
to-
an open
oh,
lane.
it was beat before. Oh, they're calling no good, but it's the head ref called good. You
And
have to put a stop. It was beat
it was
before. It's natural
Carl
motion.
Ferrer with an amazing long-range beat on Tyler Ortiz. But the question is, was it natural motion, Gabe?
It was natural motions. It's going to be called no good. If anything, it's going to be a live ball. There's no turnover because it wasn't play after beat.
The goal is good, and
I'm gonna
Lost
shut my
Boys
mouth.
take the lead. The set score is 120.
It is.
And Lost Boys, even after Anteaters Forever with an amazing snitch pull, now have the lead, and they only need 2 goals to win.
Anteaters are on a 3-0 score run after the snitch has been caught. when I tell you they minimized the advantage of this flat catch, I mean, they dissolved it. They completely erased it.
Here is Kai Kendall. Malloy
What a beat
beating
by
out
Malloy.
Ferrer. Malloy taking the aggressive route at
Oh,
every
gotta just push him
opportunity.
out. There's a ball, and it's
Richie,
going to be
only Woolsey.
recovered.
Okay.
All the momentum is on the Lost Boys side. They have to
And
find a
Jake
way.
Malloy is blowing the plays up. Jake Malloy's aggression is really game-changing for Lost Boys right now. Jake Malloy's aggression, Jake Malloy's fearlessness to take these beats on has really brought Lost Boys back into it. And here they are in the lead by 5. Here's Princeton Wynn.
Do you think tape can fix that shirt?
No.
Here is Woolsey.
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 They're still
Daneker.
passing it around. This is the strength of the Lost Boys. They are creating chaos. Well, Krieger just decides to just take out everybody
Daneker
that is
to
hoops.
Woolsey. Again, the lack of a Kobe Kendall in at beater here may be really showing here for Anteaters Forever. Back to Daneker.
And once again,
Krieger causing
oh my
absolute
gosh.
chaos.
You wonder if
Woolsey,
99 completed
Ortiz,
the
beater
knockout.
on. Only finding Richie. Malloy going for it there, but does not work out. And a foul. That is the one time that Jake Malloy's aggressiveness has not worked out in his favor so far today. But it might be coming back.
I got a feeling that if I were to say anything, it would be the Anteaters beaters. It seemed like the knockout procedure wasn't fully completed multiple times. That's the only thing I saw.
Right.
Maybe I'm blind to that, but
And that was what happened with Kobe Kendall earlier, where he was beat, tagged up once, but then was beat again and didn't tag up properly. We'll see if this is the same thing that's happened here. But
it seems like
It's-
there's a card. What is the card on? And considering that they stopped, it is, and it is exactly what I think I called.
and it's a beater in the box. and
Only
it's
for my
fun-
ego. Sally, what was the call?
Was interference play after being beat too basically on his
Yes.
hoops, and then was preventing Krieger blocking him on the
Wait,
ball.
so shimmy again.
So a card that usually is not called, but it's going to be on Carl Ferrer for interfering with bludger play.
I was just gonna
Set
say.
score is 120. Lost Boys are 2 goals away from winning. And here with the turnover, Tyler Ortiz. That's a
Wow,
goal.
they are 1 goal away from this comeback.
So
to talk
a
about
very,
the penalty,
very
though, I would
costly
say
penalty there.
Krieger was in position, very good positioning both times, and he never came away with it. It was very
So
suspicious to me.
Krieger, Malloy with control. Lost Boys bringing the game back after a flagpole by Anteaters Forever. Kobe Kendall is in.
They need a momentum changer here. They need to take control. They need a goal. They need a lot of things to fall their way. Oh, and that may
Malloy
have been
misses.
one of them.
Here
That may
is
have been
Kai
one
Kendall.
of them.
Kendall
Going to
to
start
Lutz.
getting. They're
Lutz.
going to get control. They need
Lewis.
this goal.
Lewis.
They need
Deflected.
this
Richie.
goal.
Richie, no.
Oh my gosh, Tyler Ortiz.
Tyler Ortiz.
Oh my Lanta.
A goal saver.
Between Tyler Ortiz and Cristino, there's nothing getting in.
That's a.
It was bounced up into the air. And
I
Tyler
cannot believe
Ortiz
what I am seeing.
swats it to the ground. Here is Princeton Wen. Golden goal for Lost Boys. Here is Ortiz. It would be so fitting. But no. Back to, oh no. Almost intercepted.
Oh, can we get a-
Richie.
Oh.
Woolsey on him.
How amazing
Here
was
is
that
Woolsey.
by Richie. Richie is deceptively quick. That man is so fast.
Here is
He
Vincent
stopped and
Woolsey.
stuttered so many times.
Woolsey dominant against breakers. Passes to Daneker. Krieger tries a beat on Kendall. Does not hit him. Woolsey playing very slowly. Back to Princeton Wen. And now they might have the green light to push. Here is back to Woolsey. Anteaters Forever not getting too aggressive, playing very conservative with their dodgeballs as Anna Daneker takes it out on the right wing. Back to Woolsey.
We see some good passing between Krieger and Tommy.
Very methodical, very disciplined. Here goes Princeton Wen.
What a stop.
Tyler Ortiz knocks the ball back.
Oh, my
Daneker.
gosh. Oh, that looked good to me. That looked good to me.
Tyler
I can't
Ortiz.
believe my eyes. I cannot believe my eyes.
It's good.
What a game. What a game.
It's good. And Lost Boys win.
Okay, let's
I cannot.
The SWAT from Tyler Ortiz. He was about to be beat, swatting the quad ball
A slap
back across
ball.
hoops. And a Daneker right there to finish.
This is the best game I've seen since that
Well,
Texas
Shannon,
UVA game.
what a game for us to commentate.
What a game, Gabe. What a
It's
game.
been definitely a pleasure to watch and commentate beside you. I am beside myself. I have no words to explain what I've witnessed for the last 30 minutes or so.
It was a dogfight out there, Gabe, and we'll have more of it because these two teams are likely going to be playing each other in the championship, and I can only expect more of the same.
I would imagine Anteaters are disappointed, but they know they're going to have a rematch to be able to, redo this. And to not mention that
They're gonna try and get their revenge now.
That was a ridiculous ending.
this is both times that I've called for this flag runner's catch to be the pivotal point in the game, and both sides did not win the game. Not very good.
It was back and forth all the way.
Yeah, that was
Anteaters
awesome.
forever,
So cool.
pushing a lead early on. The lead changed back and forth. Anteaters forever pulling the flag after 3 denied catches. And then the comeback from Lost Boys, the belief to bring themselves back into it after the flag pull from Anteaters, scoring those goals, nullifying the catch completely, and then to ice the game out, a miraculous slap goal from Anna Daniker to seal the deal.
Well, I think that's all we got for ourselves. We're going to see for the next game. Can we get 3 back-to-back-to-back games that are nail biters? I really hope so.
We will see. We have Bay Area Breakers now against Cal Quadball, and that's coming up next here on USQ West Twitch. But again, Lost Boys win that one. Very close, 120 to 195 over Anteaters Forever in what should be a classic here at Neverland Classic. So, Gabe Garcia and Shannon Ong signing off, and we'll catch you in a little bit.